All right, we are in section 10.3 where we are going to look at areas of parallelograms and trapezoids. So one of the things that you have to be able to identify is in each problem, are we looking at a parallelogram or are we looking at a trapezoid? If we recall from 10.2, we said that a parallelogram was a quadrilateral that had two sets of parallel sides. So we got, parallel sides here, and we have another set of parallel sides there. When you identify that you have those two, and then we can go about finding uh, the value of the base, which is the distance from here to here. And then you can find the height, which is the distance from here to here. Remember that the height of a parallelogram will be from one side. So basically, this is the value of the base. So it's 90 degrees from each of the two base values of that particular parallelogram. And that's why we get our formula is area equals base times height. If you have a trapezoid just has one set of parallel lines. And how we determine what the area of a trapezoid is, it's going to be the sum of the two bases, base 1 and base 2, and it gets multiplied by 1/2, and it gets multiplied by the height. And again, the height is a value that is perpendicular to the two bases, and the two bases are the two parallel lines for that particular trapezoid. Okay, so it's basically we're just following the formula. So here it says find the area of the parallelogram. All right, they're telling you that this shape is a parallelogram. That means we have two sets of parallel lines, and from the information we can go about solving it from there. We know that area of a parallelogram is base times height. So we can say that area in this situation is going to be the base is 5.4, and the area in the height is going to be 6.2. So um, we just multiply those two together. 5.4 times 6.2 gives us a result in area of 33.48. And because we're dealing with area, it is square yards. So we have to put the little 2 on the top there. Here it says finding the area of the trapezoid. So we have the one set of parallel lines, which is denoted here and here. All right, this one is kind of nice because we have like a 90-degree angle side, so we can go from there. So again, area is equal here 1/2 times it by the sum of the two bases, base 1 and base 2, and it gets multiplied by the height. So here it's going to be 1/2 times it by the sum of the two bases, which is 13.5 plus 11, and the height in this case is 8. All right, order of operations says we must take care of our parentheses first. So 13.5 plus 11 is 24.5. So I got 1/2 times it by 24.5 times it by 8. Once all we have is multiplication in this situation, we just multiply all those three numbers together. 1/2 times 24.5 times 8. I get a value of 98. So the area of this trapezoid is 98, and it is square inches. All right, so now in this particular situation, we have, they give us the area of this object, all right? It's trapezoid. These two sides are parallel. These two are not because we have this 90-degree angle here that they're denoting as the value of h. So they give us the area. they want us to find the value of h. So again, going about using the area of a trapezoid, 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times it by h. This is what we're trying to find because we have all of the other information given to us. They give us the area, they give us base 1, and they also give us base 2. So by substituting those values in, we are able to find what h is. So a is 135. And that's going to be equal to 1/2 times it by the sum of the two bases, which is 29 plus 31, and we have h here. So in order to solve this, we can take the sum of 29 plus 31 because it's inside the parentheses. So now I got 135 is equal to 1/2 times it by 60 times it by h. Okay. Here I can go about taking 0.5 times 60, or 1/2 times 60, which is 30. So now I got 135 is equal to 30h. And now, in order to find what h is, I can divide 30 to both sides. And 135 divided by 30 is 4.5. So h is going to be 4.5. And this is just meters, all right? It's not square meters. You're only dealing with square when you're dealing with the area. When you're dealing with all the other measurements off of the uh, shape itself, you're just going to deal with the measurement that is given to you. All right, in this case, it was meters. Last problem here, it says find the area of the figure. So the reason why this might be a little bit challenging is we are going to have to break this up into essentially two figures. Now, there is a right way and a wrong way in order to break these um, different figures up in order to find the area. So in order for you to figure out what the correct way is, all you have to do is say, okay, the question you have to ask yourself is, do I have enough information to find the area of that section? And if you can say the answer is yes in that case, then you did it correctly. If you can say no, then you have to go about it a different way. For example, you know, if you said, all right, I wanted to break it up like this, okay, at the moment, doesn't seem to be too bad. I look over here, like say, oh, this is object A, this is object B. I look at object A, I have all the information that I could find the area for A. I have a base that's 7, I have a height that's 6, awesome. On the other hand, looking at object B in this case, yeah, I have another parallelogram. I have I have a base here, I have a base here of 5, but I don't know what this height is. So as of now, I don't have enough information. So that means I have to go about solving it a different way. So let's try to solve it this way, where this is object A and this is object B. So if I were to kind of break this up here, so if I have object A, looks like my base is 12 and my height is going to be 10 minus 6 because from here to here is 10, but I know from here to here is um, oh yeah, so it's just 6. The subtraction stuff will have to be for object B. So then when I look at object B here, I have a base of 5, and my height, this is where I'm going to have to use subtraction, because since this whole thing is 10, from here to here is 6, that means from here to here must be 4. So my height in this case is 4. So we're going to find the area of object A, and we're going to add it to the area of object B. and then that's where we'll find the area of this figure. So if I go over here, this is a parallelogram. It's going to be base times it by the height. All right, in this case, base is 12 times it by 6 plus, and over here with B, my base is 5 times it by the height, which is 4. So 12 times 6 is 72 plus 5 times 4, which is 20. 72 plus 20 is 92, and so the area of that total figure is 92 square feet. All right, and that is being able to solve for areas of parallelograms and trapezoids. Hope this helps. Till next time.